Hi you guys, welcome back to the third video of the Meditation and Angels webinar. I'm so happy to be here with you again. So let's get started with this video. So now I want to talk to you guys about healing, and that working with your angels can be so healing, just like how I was talking about Archangel Raphael is so healing to work with. And along with working with the angels, there are many other ways to heal. And the first way I want to talk about is through the power of prayer. And whether you believe it works or not, it works. I am just always been a huge believer that God hears our prayers. God hears everything we say. So there's a story I want to share with you guys now, and it's a story of my mom and when she was really sick and she was in the hospital, and all of a sudden she had started feeling really good, and I had been texting my reverend's assistant just maybe like an hour before that, and I just asked her to pray for mom for healing. And so I got done texting her, and then I checked my email about a half hour later, and that's when my mom started feeling better, was about a half an hour after I had texted her and asked her for prayers and stuff. And I had not known that she had sent out a prayer request to the whole community of our church asking for prayers for my mom. And I looked at the email, and at the time of when the email went out to everybody is when my mom started feeling better. And I just knew that the power of prayer had been working for my mom and healing her. And I knew that God heard those prayers and healed my mom, and she felt so much better after that. So I encourage you guys to pray for others that need healing. It's so easy. Just send them love and prayers, and prayer works and heals. And to never be afraid to pray for others, and pray for yourself as well. Never be afraid to pray for yourself. It is not selfish, because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we can't take care of others. And the other form of healing is sending love. And when I say sending love, I say it almost as if I'm sending love from my heart to your heart. Sending love directly from my heart to your heart. Almost as if there's a white light coming out of my heart and going to yours. And there's a story with this. After I had learned how to do this, I was at a 4th of July parade. And I was sitting in the bleachers with my sister, and down sitting right in front of us was a mother and her young daughter, who was probably about 6 years old. And the mom was being so mean to her daughter, and I thought, I can't say anything to that mom, although she was being so rude and so mean to her daughter, and she was even making her daughter cry, and I just felt so bad for the little girl, and I wanted to step in and say something, but I knew I couldn't. So I just thought, like, God, what can I do? And then I thought of it as like, oh, I'll send the mom love. So I sent the mom love, probably for less than 20 seconds. It took a deep breath, and with an intention, I just sent love from my heart to the mom's heart, almost, as if it's the white light going from my heart to her heart. And within like a minute, the mom all of a sudden changed, and she was so nice to her daughter, so loving, so caring, and they were laughing, and I just felt so much better because I knew it had worked, and I knew it was from sending love, because this is so powerful, you guys. It's so powerful. And the other story too of this that I wanted to share with you guys is when I used to be a flight attendant. I remember I was flying on Valentine's Day, which is one of my favorite days because it's a day of love, and I love that. And I was working first class, and this guy came on the plane, and he was so mean to me and so rude to me. And I was in the galley, like in tears, crying because he was so mean. I don't remember what he said, but I just remember I was so upset. And I was in the galley in tears, and I was like, I'm not gonna let him ruin my Valentine's Day. And so I was in the galley. I was like, what can I do, God? What can I do? And I just remembered, oh, I can send him love. So as we were taxiing to take off, I was sitting in my jump seat, and I could see him in his seat. He was in 4C. I'll never forget it. And I could see him from my jump seat, and I just sat there, and with the intention, I just sent love from my heart to his heart. Even though he was mean to me, I didn't want him to ruin my day and to take away my power. I just wanted to have a great day and a good flight, and to have everyone be nice. So I sent love from my heart to his heart, and I didn't know if it worked. And again, it was probably for only like 10 or 20 seconds, just with the intention. Almost seeing a white light from my heart to his heart. And so we get up in the air, and I'm taking orders, what would you like? What would you like? And then I get to his seat, and I was kind of standoffish, and I was like, what would you like to drink? And he looks up at me, and he goes, I am so sorry for how I treated you before. He's like, I apologize. I was so mean and so rude. He's like, I am so sorry. And he shook my hand, and I said, that's okay. I was like, thank you for apologizing. And he was the nicest guy the entire flight after that. And I was just so excited and so happy the rest of the time. And he was my favorite passenger all day after that. It just changed completely because I sent him love. And so I highly recommend that you guys try sending love. And you can send it to family members, friends, your mom, someone you just gotten in a fight with, your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance. You can even send love to your animals, send love to your coworkers, to strangers. If you're in customer service job, send love to all of your customers. You can even send love to your angels, and you can even send love to your loved ones in heaven, which is a beautiful thing, I think. And then another form of healing, you guys, is self-love and self-care and having confidence. And a long time ago, when I first started this work, the angels told me the sweetest thing. They said, love yourself as much as we love you. And ever since they told me that, I just took it into my heart, and I knew from that point that this is the most important thing that I will ever learn, and that I have to teach this to everyone. So loving yourself is so important, having that self-confidence, because it's so easy to get into a rut of negative thoughts and negative thinking, and we have to get out of that negative thoughts and be loving with ourselves and be gentle with ourselves. Like, I saw a sign in the bathroom one time, and it said, be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. And I love that sign, and I'll never forget seeing it. And it just spoke to me at the time, because I was going through a really hard time, and I just saw it in the bathroom. I was like, yes, this is for me. I received this message. So be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, be loving with yourself. Every day, find at least one thing you love about yourself. Every day I look in the mirror and I say, you're beautiful and I love you. And I was teaching the kids at church about meditation and mindfulness not too long ago. And there was a long mirror in the room. And I had every one of them go up to it, and none of them wanted to do it, but they all, as soon as they all said, you're beautiful and I love you. And as soon as they said it, they got the biggest smile on their face, and they giggled and laughed, but they all did it. And I could just tell instantly it brightened up their day, and it truly made them love themselves more. And it might sound cheesy, but it works. And doing affirmations work, saying to yourself, I am loved. I I am loving. My light shines bright and beautiful everywhere I go. People like me. People love me. Just doing those everyday affirmations. There's so many resources online to find those, and I do have a You Are Loved meditation, and it's free on my website, JinelleAnlea.com. So go to that, download that meditation, do it every day until you feel truly like you truly love yourself. Because I feel like I truly love myself, because I know that I cannot love anything else in life unless I truly love myself. So do your affirmations every day. Look in the mirror and say you're beautiful and I love you, because you are beautiful and you are loved.